On November 16, 2019, Noema Alavez Perez, the mother of 5-year-old Dulce Maria Alavez, called 911 after Dulce disappeared from Bridgeton City Park in Bridgeton, New Jersey. It was close to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when Dulce went with her family to buy some ice cream at a store. CCTV footage captured the last moments of her. Shortly after 4 p.m. they arrived at the park. Dulce and her brother hopped out of the car and ran towards the playground, while Noema sat in the car and helped her 8-year-old sister with her homework. The 8-year-old was Dulce's aunt. 20 minutes later, Dulce's 3-year-old brother Manuel approached the car crying. He told his mother that Dulce was missing, at which point Noema then called 911.
911, where's your emergency?
I can't find my daughter.
Okay, when was the last time you seen her?
We were there at the park and people said that probably somebody took her.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 5 years old.
Okay, and what park are you at?
Here in Bridgeton Park.
Okay, where at in the Bridgeton Park are you?
The one with the basketball court where high school is.
Okay, so you're at the basketball courts behind the high school?
Yes.
Okay. And what was she seen last wearing?
She was wearing, give me a second. I don't remember what clothes she was wearing, but she was wearing, I just remember her pants. She was wearing like a flowery pants and some heels, some white heels.
Okay. All right, ma'am, stay on the line. I'm going to transfer you over to the police, okay? And you said she was 5, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Hello, ma'am?
Hello.
Hi, did you see which direction your child went?
No, we were in the car. She came down with my son. They were running to the park, and then me and my sister, we came down. But when we got here at the park, she wasn't here. They said that my son was just crying with his ice cream. Because somebody threw his ice cream in the floor, and my daughter just ran away.
All right. You didn't see anyone else around there that she could possibly have went with?
No, not that I know of. Because we didn't saw no one. There's just some other people that they're here that said that they saw her running through some houses in the back. And they said that they saw two men. They saw a black guy and they saw a Mexican man with two kids.
Who's saying that they saw them?
Because there's people here in the basketball court that they saw her. They said that they saw her running.
They're saying that there's people there at the basketball court that they saw her running through some houses with 2 black males. She's light-skinned, Spanish. What color top does she have on?
I don't remember.
Okay. Are you at the basketball court?
Yes, I'm right here right now.
That's affirmed. She says that she's at the basketball court. And do you have your son with you, or is your son?
No, I have my son with me. They say he was crying when we found him. He was just standing there crying.
Oh, he was standing there crying. So you said that the black males took his ice cream?
No, they threw it in the floor. They had threw it in the floor.
So the 2 males took his ice cream and threw it on the floor, and then they left with your daughter?
Probably, because I didn't saw it. When we came and looked for her, we were looking everywhere for her.
She said that her son was at the basketball court with her daughter, that there was 2 black males that took her son's ice cream and threw it on the ground and left with her daughter. No, we have the officers. Are you on Mayor Aiken?
I already have an officer here.
Okay. All right, go speak with the police, ma'am, okay?
Okay.
An Amber Alert was issued and police told the public to be on the lookout for a 5'6" Hispanic man who was wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, and baseball cap. It's believed that she was led to a red van with sliding doors. A break in the case came out some months later on October 15, 2019. A composite sketch was released of someone considered a witness. Police said they don't consider him a suspect, but they want to speak to him as they believe he was at the park at the time Dulce was missing. To this day, he has still not been identified. Dulce's mother Noema appeared on the Dr. Phil show, but viewers in the comment section were suspicious of her and speculate she actually knows more than she's lets on. Her disappearance has brought the community of Bridgeton together, and to this day, people are still hopeful she is alive 2 years later. If you have any information about Dulce Alavez, please contact the Bridgeton Police Department at 856-451-0033. Once again, that's 856-451-0033. I will also leave a link in the description to submit videos, images, or anything to the FBI that could help in the investigation. We can only hope that Dulce is still out there, and hopefully she will be reunited with her loved ones. If she is still alive, Dulce Marie Alavez is 7 years old. On March 29, 2019, a woman called 911 after her roommate went missing. 21-year-old Samantha Josephson, a native of Princeton, New Jersey, was a student at the University of South Carolina, majoring in political science. The night before she went missing, Samantha and her friends visited Five Points, a popular spot for college students to socialize. Samantha eventually became separated from her friends and decided to call for an Uber to get home. CCTV footage shows her waiting for her ride outside of the Bird Dog bar. At some point, a black Chevrolet Impala pulled up beside her, and Samantha, thinking it was her Uber, got in. At this point, it was 2:09 AM on March 29th. Later in the morning, Samantha's roommate noticed she never made it home and decided to call 911 and report her missing.
Friday, March 29, 2019, 12:30 and 19 seconds.
Yeah, it's really hard.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, we were just gonna call to let you know our friend is missing.
So you want to make a missing person report?
Yeah, it hasn't been like 24 hours or anything, but if we could go ahead and do that, that'd be really nice.
Yeah, it don't have to be 24 hours if we report anybody missing.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah.
What's the address? Where are you located?
1426 Main Street.
Is he missing from his address?
We went out in 5 Points last night, and she still hasn't made it home. Her phone's dead. We don't think she, went home with, a guy or anything. We're, actually, worried. So, she missed work this morning.
All right. What is your apartment number?
901.
All right. What is her name?
Samantha Josephson. She goes by Sammy.
Samantha, what's her last name?
Josephson. Josephson.
And how old is she?
21.
She white, black, Hispanic?
She's white with really dark hair. She's Jewish.
You know her date of birth?
August, someday in August. August 13th.
And what's the year?
I guess 1997 would make her, yeah, 1997.
Okay, now, but how tall you think she is?
Probably like 5'6", maybe close to 5'7".
How much she weigh?
Probably like 145, 150.
And you remember what she was wearing?
She was wearing a bright orange shirt with black pants.
So we had a bright orange shirt and black pants.
Yes.
And how was her hair?
It was straight. It was down at the time. It's about shoulder length, maybe a little longer.
So her hair, like, is it to her neck, shoulder length?
Wait, like the length?
Yeah, you think it's at her shoulder or is it past her shoulder?
A little past her shoulders, yeah.
What color is her hair?
Really dark, close to black.
And y'all was at 5 points, you said? Last seen at 5 points?
Yes.
Okay, and what is your name? Alright, we got it, so we're going to send the officer out there so y'all can make that report, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for the help.
You're welcome, no problem.
Alright, bye.
Bye-bye.
14 hours after the call, Samantha's body was found in a field in New Zion, South Carolina. She had 120 stab wounds. Not long after her body was discovered, police spotted the car seen in the CCTV video. It belonged to 24-year-old Nathaniel Rowland. He was due to turn 25 about 2 weeks after the murder on April 13th. On the night of the murder, Samantha entered Nathaniel's car, thinking it was the Uber she ordered. According to authorities, Nathaniel activated the child lock so that the doors could only be opened from the outside, thereby trapping Samantha inside of the vehicle. Nathaniel proceeded to inflict roughly 120 stab wounds upon her. During the attack, Samantha attempted to shield herself. One of his strikes went completely through her right hand, as she likely used it to protect herself. Nathaniel also stabbed Samantha in her head with so much force that the knife went through her skull to her brain. He stabbed her in the carotid artery, one of the two main arteries that carries blood to the head. Samantha suffered stab wounds to her face, neck, shoulder, torso, back, lung, legs, and feet. She bled profusely and died within 10 to 20 minutes after the attack. Investigators believe Nathaniel then dragged her body to the New Zion field, where she would later be discovered by a turkey hunter. Once police spotted him near the 5 Points area where Samantha originally disappeared, he tried to flee but was caught and arrested at 3 a.m. on March 30th. Inside the car, police found a container of liquid bleach and window cleaner. The car also contained Samantha's phone as well as a large amount of her blood, which was in the passenger seat and in the trunk. When investigators searched the trash behind Nathaniel's girlfriend's residence, they uncovered cleaning supplies and a two-bladed knife, both of which had Samantha's blood on them. Her blood was also found on a sock and bandana, both owned by Nathaniel. Additionally, Samantha's DNA was collected from Nathaniel's fingernails. Nathaniel Rowland was arrested and charged with killing Samantha. On July 20th, 2021, Nathaniel's trial began. During the trial, prosecutors called 31 witnesses, including the turkey hunter who found Samantha's body, Nathaniel's former girlfriend, and numerous state law enforcement division investigators and other experts. Nathaniel's defense attorneys called no witnesses, and Nathaniel himself did not testify. On July 27, 2021, he was found guilty of kidnapping and murdering Samantha Josephson after the jury deliberated for a little over an hour. He was sentenced to life in prison with no chance for parole. Judge Clifton Newman described Nathaniel as being heartless and said that the case was the most severe murder he had ever seen in court before. Multiple laws were enacted after Samantha's death. On June 5, 2019, the Samantha Josephson Rideshare and Safety Act was signed into law in South Carolina. The act requires rideshare vehicles to display license plate numbers on the front. Failure to do this could result in either a $500 or $1,000 fine. Also in June 2019, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy signed Sammy's Law, which requires more identification on rideshare vehicles. Specifically, the law requires companies to issue 2 credential place cards to drivers of rideshare vehicles. The place cards, which are to be placed on the driver and passenger seat back windows, must have the driver's name and photo, along with their license plate number. Rideshare vehicles must also have an identifying marker on the front windshield and back window. Additionally, companies must give rideshare drivers 2 barcodes that passengers can scan to confirm the driver's identity. Samantha was awarded a posthumous political science degree in May 2019 at what would have been her graduation ceremony. She was planning to attend Drexel University School of Law later that year. Because she was Jewish, Samantha is buried at Perrineville Jewish Cemetery in Perrineville, New Jersey. On September 12, 2014, the foster mother of 3-year-old William Tyrrell made a call to Australia's emergency number 000 after the 3-year-old went missing from his foster grandmother's house. The previous day, William, his foster mum, and 5-year-old sister drove 4 hours from Sydney to Kendall, where his foster grandmother lived. His foster grandmother's house on Benaroon Drive is directly across the Bushland Road from the Kendall State Forest, about 35 kilometers or 22 miles south of Port Macquarie. Between 10 and 10:25 a.m. on September 12th, William and his sister were playing hide-and-seek in the front and backyard, while his foster mother and foster grandmother were sitting outside watching them. His foster mother went inside to make a cup of tea, but she became worried after she had not heard from him for 5 minutes, and began searching the yard and house. Shortly after, William's foster father returned after going to Lakewood on business, and began searching the street and door-knocking neighbours. William's foster mother made her 000 call at 10:56 a.m.
Police emergency, this is Simone.
Yeah, hi, my son is missing. He's 3.5. Sorry?
What's your address?
Benaroon Drive,
Yep.
Kendall.
Okay, Benaroon Drive in Kendall?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just going to bring that up on my map. It won't be a moment.
Thank you.
How long has he been missing?
We've been looking for him now for about 15 or 20 minutes, but
Okay.
I thought it could be 5, it could be longer, because he was just playing around here. We heard him, and then we heard nothing.
Okay. So what the nearest cross street
It's,
being Ellendale Crescent, is that right?
So what is it?
Ellendale Crescent?
I don't know. This is my mum's house.
Okay.
Hang on. There's another lady out helping us look for him. I'll see if I can find her. But it's Benaroon, BENAROON.
Yeah, I can see where you are. I'm just wondering. Yeah, so it's Benaroon Drive in Kendall, and I've got your nearest cross street as being Ellendale Crescent.
It could be. I don't know.
Okay. So he's been missing since about 10:30.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, can you describe him to me? How tall? Obviously not very tall.
No, he'd be about 2.5 feet. He's wearing a Spider-Man outfit.
Yeah. What colour hair has he got?
He's got dark sandy-coloured hair. It's short, and he's got really big browny green-coloured eyes.
Okay. What's he got? Any shoes on? Do you know any other distinguishing features? He's got a freckle on the top of his head when you part the hair on the left-hand side. Yep.
You'll see a freckle on the top of his head.
Okay. All right. Do you know where he might have gone?
We actually live, Mum's property is near a state forest.
Okay.
And they're on huge blocks. We've walked up and down Benaroon Drive, and we can't find him.
Okay. What's his name?
William.
What's William's surname?
Tyrrell, Tyrrell.
Okay. Has he been known to sort of go anywhere specific?
No, this is the first time.
The first time
completely out of character.
There wasn't anyone suspicious in the area? Any vehicles?
No.
Okay.
Well, not that I'm aware of. I was out there talking with Mum and my other daughter, so.
Okay.
And we heard him roaring around the garden, and then I thought, I haven't heard him. I better go check on him and
all right.
find him.
We'll send police to see you at Benaroon Drive in Kendall. We'll also get a message broadcasted to all the cars and people look out for him as well,
Yes,
okay?
please. Thanks
all
very
right.
much. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hundreds of policemen in cars and helicopters searched for William, but after 5 days, they realized they were getting nowhere. The police tried to look for 2 cars that were seen parked on the dead-end road on the morning he disappeared. The cars, described as a white station wagon and an older-style grey sedan, were parked between 2 driveways of the acre lots of land. They were seen with their driver's side windows down and weren't known to the neighbourhood. The cars have not been seen since his disappearance. The police cleared William's family of any involvement, and it was believed that he was abducted by an opportunistic stranger who may have had connections to a paedophile ring. The police also believe that the boy could be alive in the hands of a group of people suspected of paedophile activity, but it is no longer believed that the kidnapper is a member of a paedophile ring. More than 1,000 suspected sightings were reported to the investigation team in the 2 years after he disappeared. One of them includes a photo taken of a man and a young boy from Queensland who looks very similar to William. However, 24 hours later, the police received another call to confirm that the boy was not him. In early 2015, 2 passengers and a member of the New Zealand-bound flight crew thought that they saw William on the airplane. The police met the aircraft at the airport and soon discovered it wasn't him. Another photo the police came across shows a young boy and woman in a McDonald's restaurant in central Queensland. The boy looked similar to William, and the woman who was with the boy looked like his grandmother, but it was confirmed that the mother and the boy were not them. William Tyrrell is still missing to this day. If he is still alive, he would be 10 years old. He was last seen wearing a Spider-Man costume. $1 million Australian is being offered to anyone who can help bring William home. If you have any information about this case, call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-333-000. That's 1-800-333-000. Let's hope that William is out there somewhere,